What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another more Pegasus video. And Hasan interview was pathetic. This is going to be very interesting. I've already done a couple videos where, I did at least one when it came to probably the interview that Pegasus is going to talk about. But the dude doesn't quite understand why he's so unpopular. Really doesn't. Justifies horrific things that happen to other people, but won't literally call out the hypocrisy of, well, if this one does it, it's not okay if this one does it, so both sides are bad. Won't do that. So we're gonna get into this, but before, make sure you guys check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90. If you do not know what W is, it is an energy supplement company. They have zero sugar, non-jittery energy supplements, powder, much like gamer subs and all that. New stuff coming out all the time. New shakers, new flavors. Just came out with a new flavor not too long ago. Sour gummy bears. So we're going to get into this, and we'll see how stupid this man's takes are, like always.
A series so traitorous. Even Griffin subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is now being canceled by CNN for his anti-Semitic statements and
That's
controversial views.
I better know why.
A bunch of his clips supporting terrorists, and Hasan is not happy. They falsely claim that Hasan is a household name among kids and is popular among
household
men.
Name, really?
Absolute cap. Hasan has
That's interesting.
responded claiming to always fight anti-Semitism, and he calls them gross for implying he's racist. He claims he
is
can
racist.
sue anyone who said he shocked his dog.
He did shock his dog.
99 delusion. He starts gloating and laughing at his clips and claims a CNN segment wasn't too bad because they softballed him. Politically brain-rotted individual Philip DeFranco.
That's the clip I did.
Interview with Hasan
on
his beef with the Democrats, and he unfortunately lets Hasan spread his propaganda with zero pushback. His audience is absolutely clowning on him for platforming Hasan again. Whatever you do, do not subscribe. Exactly. You're gonna do what you're told. You're not gonna subscribe. You don't want to. You don't want to press it. Surely my devious reverse psychology worked. Let's up those numbers! Now let's begin. Right, welcome back to Unemployed at 5. So last week, Hasan was attending yet another millionaire party, meeting with his Illuminati elite friends, having a tribunal meeting of the Hasans.
We had all three Hasans at the same place. Noah calls it the Muslim Illuminati dinner, and it kind of is like that.
Well, today,
Muslim Illuminati dinner.
CNN has done a segment on Hasan and how he's an anti-Semite. Apparently, mainstream media is finally catching up, and Hasan has responded, and he's obviously very mad. So let's start with the segment here.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Hosted an 8-minute panel on Hasan and how he's driving a wedge in the Democratic Party.
Hasan Piker might not
Yeah.
be a household name, at least among adults, but ask your kids. His new role as a midterm surrogate for some Democrats is proof that his political influence is expanding far beyond the streaming platform Twitch, where he has taken up residence. He is, without question, an online influencer with nearly 3 million followers. His rise as a prominent voice on the left is now driving a wedge between Democrats, and for good reason. Hasan Piker's past and present is checkered with controversial, if not outrageous, if not bigoted state comments like this one.
America deserved 9/11, dude.
So funny that they're calling him out.
Holy shit.
The ultra-Orthodox Jews leaving Israel, hilarious. Okay? If they serve in the military and then they get their untrained, inbred asses shipped into...
Ironic considering he's inbred.
Again, very funny. It's Hasan Piker calling Orthodox Jews inbred. Piker has also posted comments such as these, where he unequivocally sides with Hamas.
Classic couple of Diddy Piker moments right there.
Oh yeah.
Supporting terrorists. Just another day for Hasan Piker, and I love how he tries to downplay it and hide it in his tweet, right? going, oh no, guys, I'm just comparing them to Israel. You know, the terrorists are just 1,000 times better than Israel, guys. That makes it completely better. But the thing is, this is in response to protesters in America, in New York, chanting that we support Hamas here, right? Literally chanting their open support for terrorists.
Yeah.
Which is objectively insane considering these
Those are all
groups
Hasan
rape
Piker
and
viewers.
murder women and children and obviously kill many innocent civilians,
Yep.
right? Which Hasan apparently supports, right?
Oh yeah,
and to be honest,
he does.
I'm kind of mad, right? They didn't actually.
He never
play
denounced
the
it.
50 other clips of terrorist support. There's no 10 toes down for the Houthis. No Hezbollah is based. No him showing his friend a terrorist propaganda music video. No
Yep.
Hezbollah is my favorite flag, right next to a pride flag and his gay friend.
10
Yeah.
toes fucking down. They are on the morally right side. Overall, what my favorite flag? Yeah, Hezbollah. Look it up.
So ridiculous.
Come on, CNN.
So
This
ridiculous.
Is lousy journalism. Next time, don't even bother. All right, just play the legendary series. Okay, this is just not up to par. Also, this host has got to be brain dead because he implies that Hasan is somehow a household name among kids. Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah,
kid
no.
Is watching Hasan Piker unless their parents are engaged in actual child abuse, right? Forcing your kid to watch politics and much less forcing them to watch Hasan Piker.
Yeah, kids should be being like watching cartoons and playing video games and stuff.
Anyways, as we go further into this segment, just keep in mind that most of these mainstream news sources are just propaganda. CNN is basically propaganda. Even like stuff like Fox is propaganda for the right. They're obviously
very true, very very true. And it's just so funny that CNN is calling out Hasan. But I'm guessing it's because the fact that CNN got bought out by someone else, and now they're gonna actually have to start saying at least somewhat fair stuff.
Just gonna side with their political base. But I find it funny that CNN is super like pro left wing stuff as well. But even they are like, yeah, no, fuck Hasan. Hasan is way too extremist, right? And that's essentially the point that everybody's making. Now,
well, I mean, it doesn't help that he sits there and like talks so great about a group of people who do not like, and I'm putting this lightly, okay, gay people, tranny people, Jews, Americans, Christians, and a slew of other people, right? And their whole thought is either convert or die. They aren't a people of peace. They aren't like, all steeped in honor. No, they believe to sit there and murder, and grape. That is their whole thing.
The reason for talking about this now is basically some regard decided to rally with Hasan Piker, right?
Oh,
and
this would be great.
All of the other Democratic candidates are like, you are insane. Okay, Hasan's an anti-Semite.
He's accusing others of taking him out of context in a Wall Street Journal op-ed. The leaders of the Democratic think tank Third Way write, quote, Mr. Piker is anti-American, anti-women, anti-Western, and anti-Semitic. No Democrat should engage with him. All should push him to the fringe where he belongs, unquote. Hasan Piker just recently become Minister of Michigan. It's home to a competitive three-way Democratic primary for governor. Dr. Abdul Al-Sayed, one of the three candidates and a former CNN commentator, announced that Piker will join him for 2 rallies in April. His opponents quickly seized on that, slamming the decision as unacceptable, calling Piker not somebody that you should be campaigning with at a moment when there's clearly
very true. You shouldn't. But the dude's name is Abdul.
Tony O'Sullivan caught up with Piker over the weekend at a No Kings rally in New York and asked how he fits into the Democratic Party's future.
I don't think I'm necessarily an issue within the Democratic Party as much as I am an issue for a lot of consultants. I don't want fascism to win in this country. I don't want Republicans to win in this country. We can argue on the methods. Maybe you think that my worldview and my values and the policies that I want politicians to represent might be different than yours. But at the end of the day, I think we have the same goals.
Oh, yeah. We have the
same goals, my butt. Literally, you want communist dictatorship, which is funny because at the same time, you also want Muslims to take over. You do know that you're not allowed to paint your nails or wear girly shit, right, Hasan? If, like, Muslims actually ever have Sharia law. Like, you better hope that Los Angeles, one of the wokest states and cities, like California, right, does not end up with some Sharia law stuff in Los Angeles where you live. Because then there's some haram stuff that you do, Hasan. One, being into trannies. Two, the fact that you paint your nails and wear girly stuff. And the other one, a whole bunch of other kind of stuff that you do that technically would not be okay with your religion, that technically that you're not even a part of, but you speak so well for. You claim not to be Muslim, like by religion standards and all this other kind of stuff, but yet for some reason you give them full on, full fledged support. Kind of crazy.
Same goals. No, Hasan. Nobody else is trying to inspire terrorism, okay? We are actually against that. Unlike you, who is essentially giving flippin' tutorials on how to buy explosive ordnance mechanisms from China. Also, Hasan, we all know your goal in life is literally just to become a bigger streamer than Asmongold, alright? And
good luck with that.
Of course, although that might be off the table considering there's no reciprocity there. But yeah, nobody has the same goal as you, Hasan. You're a narcissistic freak. You
can't even really technically call him a left-wing commentator. Most left-wing people don't even want anything to do with him.
He keeps defaulting to the talking points. I don't want fascism. Wow, that's really brave of you.
He clearly doesn't know what fascism is, okay? Russia, fascist. China, fascist. Cuba, fascist. Iran would be definitely considered fascist, but not so much now, seeing that most of their leadership has been fucking wiped out by us, which is go America. But Venezuela, fascist. And you know the one thing that's like in common with all those places? If you speak against or ill of your government, they will disappear your ass. Some places might give you a fair, stern warning, such as beat your ass or break your shit. But literally, that is the outcome, okay? So, America, not fascist, okay? Do we have some people who live in this country, lefty liberals, who will silence you and use violence as such, which is also kind of a terrorist act, because if you threaten violence to do upon somebody or something because you don't like something, that's technically called terrorism. So, just FYI, you might want to rethink some of your threats and everything else. So, just an eye-opener for some of y'all.
You know what? I hate PDF files. Nice one, buddy. But you say you don't want fascism, yet you glaze literally every dictator.
What'd I just say?
Oppressive ruler.
What'd I just say?
Literally gunning down their own citizens.
Yep.
This guy is glazing.
Yes.
No fascism, guys. No kings, except...
See, he's out there at the rallies with freaking the people of America in New York for a No Kings rally, which is retarded, because if Trump was king, right, all of you wouldn't be on the streets protesting. Y'all would either be at home or at work. There would be no protesting, because if you did, you'd find yourself in the gallows. Like, kings have ultimate power to do what they want.
In the Iranian regime.
Oh, but Trump wants that. No, he doesn't.
Maduro, love that guy. Cuba, great stuff. USSR, I can't believe the USA beat them. Horrible, horrible. North Korea, splendid.
Yeah.
Great place. Anything bad you've heard is just U.S. propaganda.
Yeah, this dude's an idiot.
Campaigning with Hasan, obviously you're going to get backlash, right? You might get a couple extra votes from his psycho fan base, but at what cost, you know?
Yeah.
So then one of the guests on the panel talks about how young people actually don't know who Hasan is, and then they say that like 20% of men like Hasan.
Look, obviously he has said a lot of things that a lot of people find outrageous, and he's called one Jew a Zionist dog. He has called Hamas the Palestinian resistance. He has justified October 7th and on and on and on.
Yep.
The Speaking with American Men
justifying October 7th is horrific.
Study young men.
He shouldn't be allowed on the internet.
2024 polled Hasan Piker's name among young men. He's not well known at all. About half of young people don't know who he is. And then his favorable rating, he's negative 9%. He's underwater with faves. Only 20% of young men have a favorable opinion of Hasan Piker. And that's sort of why I say, is it worth the gamble to do this?
Ooh, Hasan
Ouch.
is not going to like that. They
Ouch.
irrelevant, and you never do that to Hasan. I don't know. He's known to crash out a lot. But
Oh, yeah.
that is kind of bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I released a clip on that.
Have a favorable opinion of Hasan. Get the fuck out of there. That is not accurate at all. I only know 2 guys who like Hasan. iDubbbz, and Mike from PA. Literally, we got all.
Don't forget about that one dude on X who's always constantly glazing him.
Failure in life, basement-dwelling, failed politician
Dude's
freak.
weird.
I mean, I feel like there's a correlation, right? If you're a guy who likes Hasan, you're probably a beta cuck soy boy. Let's just be honest, right?
Yep.
You're not a regular guy. You're probably one of those weirdo
cucks flock together for some odd reason.
Writing like thirsting articles about him, right?
Yeah, so weird.
Also, I stand by it that making your kids watch Hasan Piker is probably child abuse. That should be put into the law. Anyways,
It should be put into the law.
In an interview talking about how he's definitely just fighting anti-Semitism all the time, right?
We're all
totally.
But the Democratic Party needs to draw a line in the sand. Hasan Piker and his fellow Jew haters belong on the other side. Tony O'Sullivan,
I love that.
Piker, to respond to critics who call him anti-Semitic, he quoted a few things Piker had
Hasan
said.
is a
Here's
Nazi.
Piker's response.
I've spent my entire professional media career and far beyond that combating anti-Semitism. I've been doxxed, swatted by neo-Nazis for my consistent advocacy against.
You're technically a neo-Nazi.
I also happen to be an avowed anti-Zionist. I believe Zionism is a very racist ideology. It's an ethno-religious supremacist ideology.
Just big words.
The underpinning ideology that has caused the genocide of Palestinians in the hands of Israel and also the United States of America.
Piker does
So
that a lot of people
dumb.
in his ilk do is they try to inoculate themselves against claims of Jew hatred by pointing
He is
out
technically a
what's
neo-Nazi.
wrong with them. He's been very clear pointing things out on the right. Oh, that's anti-Semitism. These are the tropes they use. And then he'll use the exact same tropes and just sub Jew for Israel.
Yeah.
The place where all Jews collectively have a connection to, and is the homeland where more than 50% of Jews on planet Earth live, when really his impact is just as harmful as any out-and-out anti-Semite. Just, he's got a different name, and he comes from a different wing of politics.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure he's anti-Semitic, but like
He's
these
neo-Nazi.
critics are so weak. Oh my god, their criticism is so softball.
Yes.
I can fully imagine people actually watching this and going, you know, maybe Hasan isn't actually that much of a bad guy. You know, these are pretty weak arguments here. And I can't believe it. 300 episodes in, and these pathetic losers in mainstream media cannot still find the clips. You pathetic hacks are literally getting outdone by some random...
Like, literally. Like, some young dude, like, I'm pretty sure Pegasus is in his 20s. Like, he's not that old. And, I mean, keep on it, man. Keep on it. You're doing a great job. But literally, like, these people who have the availability of researching, all they have to do is just go to fucking X, look up Hasan Piker clips, just go to Yeet's channel, for Christ's sake. Literally, dude has everything, every horrible thing Hasan's ever freaking said, clipped everywhere. So literally, just go to Yeet. Yeet is one of the greatest freaking people to go to when it comes to Hasan Piker clips. Literally.
Dude halfway across the world in like Singapore clowning on Hasan in his free
Yeah.
time. This is your job. Holy shit. How are you so bad at this? Pull up some actual good evidence instead of going, well, you know, Hasan really hates Israel. Yeah, he's not really shy about that. You're just kind of helping him there. Like,
Yeah.
You're just leaning into that false sort of representation that the only reason people don't like Hasan is because he criticizes Israel. Nobody fucking gives a shit about that. You're barely going into the substance of this actual virus.
Yeah.
Hasan, if you're reading this, it's time to pivot to Team Red, bruh. Just imagine
No.
the satisfaction when the Democrats lose again and you get to smugly declare from the other side, I told you so. That is something Hasan would unironically do. But the thing is, he's not on any team. He's on
No.
Team Hasan Piker.
Yes, I would agree with
How
that.
does he get the most amount of influence in this world? This is the strategy.
I 100 agree with that, because when you look at every single fucking thing he talks about, he'll sit there and say how he's on, like, you know, Black Lives Matter side, but then as soon as a moral black person talks to him, he calls them fucking names. Same thing with, like, you know, Asian people, like that little Asian old lady that he said, F you, old lady. Freaking talked about how she should go back to her country where she came from. It's like, dude, she left a communist dictatorship, and she's saying how she would never want that to happen to America. She has more American pride than an anchor baby does, which is exactly why our president currently now wants to get rid of the anchor baby like situation and scenario, meaning you can't come here as a foreigner, not be an American citizen, and have a baby, and then that baby become a citizen. Nope, that should not be allowed anymore, because clearly, anchor babies are having some loyalty issues with the country that they're living in and benefiting from. It's one thing to sit there and have issues with certain policies or ways things go about, totally understandable, but it's a whole other thing to sit there and be a fucking silver spoon Nepo baby who got absolutely everything you ever wanted, but you have this anti-American freaking sentiments that gross anyone ever. Like, even people who come from outside our country have more love for our country than you do. That's crazy.
Trying to win back the people they lost, not by apologizing or admitting they were wrong, but or even saying anything positive about the lost demographic, but instead willing to sacrifice one of their own. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. Amusing fact about Hasan is that he's getting so freaking old that most people see him as the Alex Jones of the
He's
left.
younger than
They're
me.
already calling him the Nick Fuentes of the left.
He
won't
is.
Let just CNN attack Hasan's Clout directly. He's not well known at all. Only 20% of young men. That's a bullshit figure. I don't believe their figures. It's more like 2%.
Like 2%.
Anyways, Hasan responded, and he's obviously not happy. Apparently, he's threatening lawsuits again.
Oh,
Hasan
great.
implies that
Go
saying
figure.
he shocked his dog is actionable for a lawsuit. Oh,
Right.
please do it, Hasan.
Here it is.
You'll lose.
Anti-Israel, anti-Semitic. So why are so many Democrats doing campaign events with him? We're going to explore that very question.
Well, they could go very far. They're hoping to get his fan base. His 3 million fan base.
Fucking piece of shit, Jake Tapper. God damn, just uncritically. God, what a fucking Hosborough a final boss. Yeah. Ugh, so fucking gross.
So
I think that
fucking
might be legit
gross.
grounds for a lawsuit. It's just I'm a public figure. I don't think you guys understand this. Like virtually impossible. Like it's not, and they know it too. That's why there's a difference between Jake Tapper saying that versus like saying that I've like shocked my dog or whatever. Okay, because the other one is like far more actionable than something as
Dude.
up to the personal interpretation as like I think you should already know Prize Picks is now claiming someone's anti-Semitic. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, Hasan. He's actually still dying on this hill.
Yeah, oh, he will always be on that. It's like his hamburger hill.
Ultra HD. You know what, Hasan? I'm not going to stop you. Go ahead and sue anyone calling you a dog shocker. I will personally get Kaya on the stand. All right? I will ask her respectfully, giving her plenty of dog treats, and then I will ask her to recreate Dogtober 7. I will ask her to yelp the same way she did on that day. And when
That poor
the jury
dog.
sees Kaya's
Feel so sorry for that
face,
animal.
you will be behind bars for animal abuse. You piece of shit. You Palpatine evil mother flipper.
There you go.
This level of delusion. Hasan actually thinks his arguments are going to work in court. He's going to go, Judge, it was a far-right Israel campaign.
It was a vibrating
Israel
collar.
actually shocked my dog.
It's like, oh really? Let's put that collar on you and let's see how it vibrates.
Is an agent of Mossad. My dog was implanted with chips from Israel. Wait, that didn't work. I have another backup plan. It's Asmongold's fault. Oh my God, Asmongold did it again.
Totally,
I
Asmon.
beg you, really.
It's a vibration collar. It's not a shock collar.
Legendary series being played in court to completely destroy your case.
Shock prongs right there.
So cinema, bro.
Like
The
literally.
lawyer's gonna have an absolute field day on you. Also, imagine them bringing the shock collar in for evidence, bro. Analysis. No, Your Honor.
Oh, he will destroy it. Well, of course, purchase history.
And I cut off the prongs and taped it over in order to deliver vibrations, right? Instead of just buying a vibration collar. That obviously makes 100% sense, guys. Perfect alibi.
Yeah,
Your
especially a
Honor,
person
I,
with
the
money.
murderer, decided to buy an AK-47 and ammunition, and I decided to take the ammunition out and then smelt the gun back into a makeshift slingshot. If that made no sense, congratulations. That is essentially what Hasan Piker's lawyer has to go with. Also not the other part where he's like, gross. How could they say I'm anti-Semitic? Fucking open your eyes, man. Fucking stop it. Stop pretending at this point. It's getting old. Maybe shut your yap.
Oh, he's gonna just keep doing it, man.
You know? Anyways, then Hasan starts gloating and he just starts like laughing at his own clips because he finds himself so funny.
And then they get their untrained, inbred asses shipped into southern Lebanon. Again, very funny.
It's Hasan Piker calling Orthodox Jews inbred. Piker has also posted comments such as these, where he unequivocally sides with Hamas.
Ironically,
calling them the lesser
Hassan's
of
inbred.
Israel's-
Bro, you cannot make this shit up.
His
He is
grandma and grandpa are
unironically
related.
nodding his
First
head,
cousins.
And he's going, yeah, guys, that's me. That's me on TV. I, Hasan Piker, do in fact support terrorists. Congrats, I guess, you garbage piece of shit. Like, only Hasan could watch a highlight reel of him being this horrible person and then just, get excited over it. Be like, oh
Yep.
yeah, based. I mean, he does say based to terrorists, so he might as well say it to himself at this point. People responded, take them to court then, King. I'm sure it isn't worth your time, though. If he isn't going to do anything about it, he would shut the F up or just admit he shocked her, because we all know he did.
Right.
How many times has Hasan thrown a lawsuit now? Didn't he throw
A
in
lot.
a lawsuit to the councilwoman who literally pointed
Yeah.
out his own clip
Yep.
paraphrased? It's actually crazy.
Yep.
He keeps talking about suing all
So
these people
funny.
and he doesn't do jack
It's like,
shit
I'm gonna
about
sue
it,
you
right?
for that.
He even
It's like,
put
you
his
said
money
it.
where his mouth was. Oh no, Hasan the electrician is mad. You will be unemployed forever, Pegasus, guys.
There
Is
you
this
go.
my fate?
Yep.
Is this me for the rest of my life? Am I doomed? Am I actually
Maybe.
doomed? Is this just a matter of Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill?
It
only
just
for to
might be,
roll
bud.
back down?
It might be.
Surely this will have a great conclusion, right? Bro, this is basically the One Piece. We're just edging for a really, really long time. I don't know. I can't guarantee you guys. Will Hasan get arrested episode 500, episode 1000? It might take 1500. God knows, all right? And it's going to be bittersweet because then the legendary entertainment may end. I might not find another lol cow as good
Oh,
as
there'll
Hasan,
there'll
but
be
then it would
more
for
out
the
there.
greater
There's
good,
always
right?
someone
Evil
stupid
force
on the
has been
internet.
taken down. So I don't know. It's a real deep philosophy question, of course. Hasan, you'll never sue anyone because then you'll have to prove what you say. And if you could prove that you didn't shock your dog, you would have done it.
Yeah.
Change your answer 10 times and showed an edited caller. By all means, go to court. I dare ya. Do not trust your lying eyes. Hasan's a requirement for you to believe that I shock your dog. Your
Yep.
eyes have been hijacked by Israel.
Israel
Anyways,
did
then
implanted new
Hasan
eyes.
says that the CNN segment actually wasn't that bad. And I actually agree with them because they used the weakest clips and weakest arguments.
They
right?
did. They
This
didn't
is
even
like
use
a
the
Brandon
Chinese one that
Boomer
they should have
trying to
used.
recreate the legendary
Or his
series.
October 7th
Relax,
take.
Grandpa, get the fuck off the wheel.
What a panel, dude. I don't think it was that bad. Controversial opinion, I don't think it was that bad. Like, yeah, he farmed all of the talking points, right? But I'll take it. Especially if they put my actual words against their claims, like their interpretation of my words, all of a sudden, that takes on a very new
There's no
light. And
opposite
that's the
interpretation
reason why
of
the
yours,
best they
dude.
can do, and that point,
You're a
that's the
racist.
reason why the best they can do is say, oh, Hasan is actually anti-Semitic, but he's hiding it, right?
You ain't hiding
Oh,
shit.
he's an avowed anti-Semite. It's very clear. They have to go, oh, well, he's just like criticizing Israel, but actually he just means all Jews, which is an ineffective line of attack. And the other person has to basically concede on coming onto my podcast, but then say, but it's different when you have him on your campaign rally. They're trying to mitigate the harm there, because like they've completely given up on saying this is a dangerous radical anti-Semite.
Oh my god, bro. When the person you were supposed to criticize or do like a hit segment on is literally happy about it, this is just sad, man. CNN, incompetent as always.
Yeah, they should have definitely actually used more clips and even his worst clips. Like, the dude is racist across the board. It's not even just towards Jews. It's towards Asians, blacks, anyone who's like pro-America. The dude is just a piece of garbage.
Is absolute garbage news source. You had one job. Explain to your audience why Hasan Piker is a radical piece of shit and not to associate with him. And then you go, well, he does criticize Israel. Nobody cares. Holy shit.
Yeah, a lot of people criticize Israel.
Also, not bringing up the dog shocking is criminal. Maybe this was like a 1000 IQ move, right? Maybe they're actually siding with Hasan by giving him the worst criticism possible. So then Hasan brought his local cuck friend and then rewatched it. He's unironically like enjoying it now. He realized that, wait a minute, this is not Pegasus. These are not experts at shitting on Hasan. In fact, they suck ass. So I guess I can just, talk over them, right?
Calling them the lesser of two Israels compared to the government evils. The lesser of two evils compared to the government of Israel. Piker.
He just he got so mad he couldn't even get it out. He's like, it's the lesser of two. Why can't we kill him?
That was his verse. Like in 8 Mile, where you're Eminem.
Oh, that's so dumb. What the hell?
Like, I don't think if you're an anti-Semite, you just say you're an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
Like, what do you like? No one is going around. Like Nick Fuentes does not have clips being like, well, you know, I've spent a lifetime combating against anti-Semitism. I find it to be a dangerous canary in the coal mine of fascism. You know, like that's not a thing. The left still does not understand how Piker being an open Hezbollah supporter who calls Jews bloodthirsty and says it doesn't matter if rape on 10
Yeah, that's anti-Semite.
Consider that criticism. And then Ethan Wolf, that's why they're working on helping people understand. Let's be clear. Hasan Piker equals Nick Fuentes. Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. You are a neo-Nazi.
What if you just sucked his dick right there? I mean, your mouth's already latched on. You might as well firmly grasp it at that point. Holy ultimate cucklord. It's actually crazy how many of these clones he has locked up in his basement, bro. Like, how many people can you put on that chair, bro? iDubbbz is gonna be jealous. Right, so Hasan goes that, oh, if I was anti-Semitic, I would openly say it. No, you wouldn't, Hasan.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
You're not an honest person. You never
Lying is OP.
try to hide behind something. You try to play both sides. Mr. Pro-LGBT, pro-Hezbollah. Most sane people know that you're bullshitting, but...
Yeah, you can't be pro-LGBT if you're pro-Hezbollah.
Audience who are extremely stupid, low IQ individuals, and
Yep.
you exploit this all the time.
Uh-huh.
Let's take a look at Hasan's comment section. Ask your kids, meanwhile my 44-year-old ass has been here for years. Dude, if you're 44 and watching Hasan, I mean, there's no excuse at that point. Your brain should be fully developed, but I guess...
If he has viewers that are, like, older than him, that literally tells you how lonely these people are to literally actually believe the crap that Hasan is saying. And or they're Muslims and or just racist people who don't like Israel or Jews and stuff like that, because holy crap, at that age you should be able to use the full functionality of your brain.
All these years watching Hasan degenerated it. Hasan has no motion. We have dedicated a full show against him. Literal fascist playbook of they're strong and weak at the same time. Hasan does this all the time.
Yes.
He does the same thing about Ethan and Asmongold both times. Straight up a one-sided hit piece. Leave it to Hasan fans to cry about everything.
Yeah.
That's defamation, bro.
No, it's not.
Hasan fan going, that's defamation.
It's not defamation.
You gotta be a bot. You just gotta be a bot. My 80-year-old mom saw Hasan's photos on CNN and loved everything he said. She's now a Hasan Piker fan. Thanks, CNN. Yeah, very real story.
Right.
50-year-old here. Hasan is a household name in my house. Does
Ew.
your house consist of you? I think your house consists of just you, pal. Wow, CNN is really asked now. This is so funny. We love CNN. But
That's so funny. Oh my god, these people.
When mainstream media's talking shit about you, you're on the right side of history.
What?
Right-wingers would love this shit, wouldn't they?
Oh
You
my
gotta be
god.
consistent here now. Hasan is loved. Oh, brother. This
These
panel from
people.
Jake Tapper makes me way more furious than any right-wing smears. This kind of lying and willful ignorance is why I hate CNN. And this kind of lying and willful ignorance is not why you hate Hasan. Moving
Right.
on to Philip DeFranco.
Oh, this should be good.
Reviewing Hasan on his beef with the Democrats. Now, Philly D is unfortunately a Hasan Glazer and
Oh, he is.
brain-rotted individual who really tries to come off unbiased and fair.
Did a
but
clip on that
ends
guy.
up just playing defense for him every
His interview
time.
with Hasan.
Philly D interviewed Hasan in his recent drama with the Democrats.
Do you think that might be?
I did a video on this.
Rokana, other prominent progressives, right, appearing on your show, people like Bernie Sanders, backing candidates on the campaign alongside you. But when many of them are pressed on specific comments, whether it be about Jews and Israel, most of them won't address those comments directly. Like, do you think that the elected officials who associate with you publicly but won't defend specific things you've said, like, does that stand out to you? Do you think that's just playing the game? What's your take there?
I think I should never be the conversation. So I think it's totally appropriate for these politicians to be like, guys, there's going to be things that we disagree with. And there are things that we disagree with. Not on the issue of quote-unquote Jews, obviously, but like...
Quote-unquote
there are
Jews.
going to be differences in opinions. It's healthy, it's normal, it's understandable, right? So I think they're just covering their bases by being like, it doesn't matter if we have disagreements, I'm going to talk to this person. I think they're just trying to signal it in a way that is like the most appealing to the broadest base. I don't expect politicians to just like run around and defend every clip out of context.
Out of context?
My fans, right? These are people that I work with. These are people that I want to fight for an agenda, and they are fighting for an agenda, so I support them.
Yeah, the agenda of taking over America and turning it into a Sharia law country.
lets Hasan speak uninterrupted for like 15 minutes and no pushback at all. But yeah, as to Hasan's point there, obviously the politicians can't really be out there openly supporting terrorists. I mean, nowadays, I don't know, in New York, they're fucking chanting their support for that shit, so...
They should be grabbing every one of these people.
Politicians might actually be secret Hasan supporters, right? They can't really say it publicly, like Zoran and his wife. They seem to agree with Hasan's views, you know, meet with him in private, have these parties, publicly denounce him on TV, and say they don't support Hamas, but then be buddy-buddy with Hasan, who, by proxy, you probably do support his viewpoints. The biggest lie ever, that it's not about his feelings.
But at the end of the day, this is an insincere conversation, so I do appreciate any kind of defense, because I understand, or at least they understand, that this battle is for who gets to retain control over the party.
But there are millions of
That's
people
so dumb.
watching. They align with your politics. They feel deep, like completely locked out of the Democratic Party. If Democrats decide that you're radioactive, they cut ties, they keep pushing you, what do you think happens to those voters? Where do they go? What do they do?
I think
What?
I mean, we just go back to square one, right? I mean, that was like how it was in 2016. I don't care if politicians in general are just like, oh, I don't want to be along. I don't want to appear alongside this person. My commentary is not going to change, right? Like, this is not about.
Yeah, you get paid good money to keep spreading anti-American hate.
To me, in some ways, that like they are running scared, which I do think is a big problem with even some of our best candidates so far. Sometimes I think they are too conciliatory, too conceding to these groups that apply a tremendous amount of pressure by way of both the media and through direct phone conversations they have with candidates. Absolutely.
So ridiculous.
But at the end of the day, beyond that, it says nothing to me. I always repeat to my audience as well. I will have disagreements with even someone like Zoran, who I admire, who I love, who I talk to with regular frequency. But there's going to be disagreements there, right? But at the end of the day, it's just all about putting the policy in the bag, little bro. Just put the policy in the bag. I don't care. We don't have to be
Little
friends,
bro?
right? He's a wonderful guy. But we don't have to be friends. As long as you are fighting for the working class, I'll be there.
You don't care about the working class.
Doing defensible things, and if you're doing indefensible things, I'll criticize you.
You've never worked a normal job a day in your life. You were literally a silver spoon nepo baby who was like given everything and then instantly started working for your fucking uncle. Are you serious?
Oh, who are you kidding, Hasan? This is all about your feelings. All of this is a proxy, alright? Let me tell you the real hard truth here. This is not even about politics. This is all about Hasan's insane narcissism and need to be acknowledged by this world.
Yeah.
If Hasan had a button to elect the next Democratic candidate or even socialist communist candidate, if he could make Zoran Mamdani president right now, but in exchange, he would have to stop streaming, Hasan is never taking that trade. He will never take that trade, even though he insists, oh, I'm just doing it for the people. Oh,
It's all for the people, I promise.
Change the world,
I care about the
No,
people.
Hasan, we all know what comes first. It's always Hasan Piker. It's me. I am the best. I want to be known as the #1 political commentator, this educated, smart individual that everybody looks up to, a respected, on-the-ground journalist, but instead, I'm just the guy who shot his dog. And
Yep.
you always will be, Hasan. Or, maybe later you can be the streamer who inspired a terrorist attack, the streamer who got arrested. But hey, let's not fast forward to the end just yet. We gotta go through the arcs, right? It's the One Piece saga. We're in, Marineford right now,
Marineford.
Anyways, this entire interview is Philly D basically letting Hasan gaslight his audience, right? There is no pushback at all. There's no questioning anything Hasan says. Just basically giving Hasan this platform, right?
Yeah, just let them talk.
Hasan Piker today. Painting with Slotkin said you sound deeply anti-Semitic. What is your response to elected Democrats calling you a liability?
They're very boomer-minded.
Boomer-minded?
When I go, every single comment mentioning your name on the videos, calling you a grifter, tanky, imperialism, variation of that, definitely organic. No, normies are not gonna be swayed by that shit. Very clearly was reading a talking point that was given to her, but maybe she didn't even fully understand what they're talking about, because she was saying the conflation between Jews and Israel is anti-Semitism, is very anti-Semitic, and it kind of seems like Hasan does that quite a bit, and it's no, actually I do the exact opposite of that.
No, you don't.
That was like a funny angle. It wasn't even like quote mining to be like, well, this quote seems crazy or whatever, because like they all do that usually. There's like,
well, especially as we get closer to the primaries, though. I mean, we are going to see these things coming out of like just people.
Stop biting your nails.
People or people. People
should not be sticking your fingers in your mouth there, dude.
So we do have to talk about that while I have you on, right? Because
that is hilarious. Hasan, please, I'm gonna have to ask you some questions now. Is that okay, Hasan? Please. I'm sorry. They're gonna flame me in the comments if I don't ask you this stuff, Hasan. Please. You know what? How about we do this interview, and then later, if you want to take anything out, you can do that, okay? I'll actually delete my video for you. Okay, you want me to change the thumbnail? I'll do that for you too, Hasan. Anything else I can do for you, my God and Savior? Literally, Jellywig 2.0, bro. What is wrong with these spineless fucking losers, bro? This guy used to be respected as well, and now he's just a politically brain-rotted hack. Like, I get it, you want to push your political agenda and all this shit, but like, do you really need Hasan to do that?
Yes.
Why can't you just be like a regular Democrat, a regular lefty, instead of having this terrorist supporter, dog-shocking piece of shit in your community, you know? So then Hasan just justifies all of his statements, completely lying, essentially, and, and zero pushback.
Because my counter always is, okay, well then argue against it. Explain to me why Hamas is a larger danger to the world, or a larger danger to the Palestinians, or a larger danger to Israelis than Israel is.
Okay, here you go. They have gone through multiple countries, cutting off the heads of any Americans and any Christians. They have thrown gays and lesbians off of roofs. They have gone and lined up citizens and shot their citizens for having pro-America sentiments and or anti-Hamas sentiments. They literally got done shooting an assload of their own Iranian people. Now, that's the Iranian government, but they still support Hamas, so that's still all a part of it. Also, the October 7th incident where they invaded and attacked a group of people partying, a whole bunch of young people partying and raving, all that other kind of stuff, abducted them and then raped a whole lot of young ladies, as well as killed a lot of other people. Not to mention the bombings all over the world. God, I don't know, dude. I wonder what would make people think Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, all those people who are attacking ships, killing innocent people for no reason, are more of a danger than Israel is.
These are groups. Like Palestinian resistance is not operating out of a place of like
Palestinian resistance. Oh my fucking God.
The way that it's been presented, it's operating out of a place of having an emancipatory need. Palestinians certainly are not all of them are fond of Hamas or anything, but it doesn't matter, right? Because like the much larger problem here right now is the genocide that Israel's conducted and the apartheid that it continues to maintain.
Oh my God.
Hasan goes, oh yeah, Palestinians, they're not very fond of Hamas. Hasan, they literally fucking kill them if they dare to speak out. They are quite literally oppressed by them. Are you kidding
yes.
me, dude? Like, this is the sort of stuff Philly D is letting this guy speak, bro. Like, oh, well, they're not very fond of them. This is, again, the same shit of Iran is weirdly pro-trans, guys. Like, dude, Hasan has this way of saying statements in a way that, hey guys, I'm not actually lying, right? Look, I'm actually saying the truth. It is true, they're not very fond of them. But that doesn't tell the real story, does it, Hasan?
Nope.
You know what? Let me try to talk like Hasan. You know Charlie Kirk's shooter? He wasn't very fond of Charlie Kirk. Like, he didn't really like him that much, to be honest.
Oh no.
Dude, this is legit just unedited Hasan propaganda. He gave him 15 minutes to speak like this and just do his full spiel of bullshit. No wonder people are starting to, be distrustful of Philly D and all these people, right? Phil responded, I knew there was a good reason why I stopped listening to DeFranco. I get leftists have to circle jerk the wagons, but around Shank's nephew of all people, you people literally can't find anyone else to represent your side. Yeah, the fact that he's the biggest leftist streamer is just not good news. What are these softball questions from Philly? Is he trying to get with Hasan or something?
I mean, it wouldn't be surprising.
On the leash, install the shot collar, zap him.
Oh my God.
Oh, brother, not twice in a video. Totally.
Yep.
You know what? Not twice. I'm done. I'm moving on. If we look at Philly D's comment section, there's nobody talking about Hasan at all. And I'm so confused because I swear to God there's a bunch of comments shitting on him, but
I bet they got deleted.
Deleting anything or whatever.
I bet they got deleted.
You know what? We got a sword by Neo. Yep, there we go. Should have asked him about his animal boost, but you asked him about BS. Really disappointed to see you run cover from Hasan Piker. To be honest, I hate Hasan. I'm Democrat for sure. I hate MAGA, but Hasan is no better. One of the most toxic people I've ever seen. Not gonna lie, the amount of time dedicated to platforming Hasan this episode is disgusting. Does anyone take Hasan seriously? Literally all the comments are about that, yet none of the top comments are about it. That's extremely suspicious.
It's hilarious what it is.
For him. Interviewing Hasan, yeah, bro, you're a hack. Hasan in this interview makes me uncomfortable. He's indeed the far left, definitely an extremist. Hasan is not part of the left. He hates liberals, wants America to fail, makes as much money as possible as he burns it down.
Yeah, I would believe that one.
Hasan's a clown. How can anyone support him after the Cuba bullshit? He's a grifter. I love what kind of softball interview was that? It's literally all Hasan. It makes no sense. There's obviously some censorship going on here. That is so shameless, dude.
Yep.
Hasan Bud, that comparison is closer than you think. That's why people don't want to associate with you. Maybe not as bad as a neo-Nazi, but for sure far, far left. I'm glad you were around, though. People that are so far one-sided or the other may actually make independent Canada possible.
He is so far one-sided.
I'm so tired of Hasan dick riding. I read the left needs a major unifying figure. It is not Hasan by a massive shot. Paint Hasan's controversy as being largely because he's anti-Israel just shows you haven't done your homework. Hasan has done multiple controversies. Dude, this is, I'm gonna be honest, I think a lot of this is the impact of like 8 years of steadily developing like a fuck Hasan clip context complex.
Yep, you're welcome, Hasan. All of his work. Now click this video to get to episode 36.
But yep, that is another banger from More Pegasus. Make sure you check out his full-length video and everything like that. Great takes, like always. Love More Pegasus. the fact that this dude does not believe on why people want to keep a distance, and the fact that now CNN is literally saying that, I can say calling out Hasan about his hypocrisies and the fact that he is a racist. He is a neo-Nazi, because it's like, you literally have all these takes about Jews and Israelis, and it's like, dude, stop with the hate, man. You want Palestinians to be free, then tell Palestinians to stop attacking other people. Tell Palestinians to leave people alone. Tell Palestinians to stop trying to invade other people's countries and make people believe what they believe, right? Same thing with the Iranian government. Literally, let people be people. Stop trying to control people, and hey, maybe people will be at peace again. Doubt that's ever going to happen, considering how much hatred's in those people's blood, but them's be the breaks. So that's it for the video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. That was a banger like always. Make sure you guys check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. Link and all that will be down in the comment section below. Pin comment. Take it easy, guys. Stay free, America. Love you.